What's the word? What's the word? What's the word? Let me get my lighting right. Let me get my lighting right. It's been a minute. I know. I know. Man, life been life. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna lie to you. Life been life, man. Any of y'all officiate? If y'all officiate, man, I did. Or y'all know anything about like AAU basketball? I had like 20 games this weekend. So it's been a long weekend. It's been a long weekend. You know what I'm saying? Still renovating the house. Still renovating the house. Oh, but Murder Mook, you finally decided to come out and respond. Finally breaks your silence. Um, you know, we're gonna get into it, man. I got notes. I got notes. I watched both of them. So shout out to Uncle Rye. Shout out to 15 Minutes of Fame. You know what I'm saying? He did a sit-down interview with Murder Mook. Murder Mook. Who has not been seen since obviously the infamous Instagram live where he was subsequently arrested and charged. And so he addresses a lot. He addresses a lot. The interview with 15 Minutes of Fame, how do I feel about it? I feel like it was a good interview. I feel like Uncle Rod asked a lot of the questions that we wanted to know. I feel like Murder Mook did his best. What up, Miss Jaleesa? Hey, my homegirl, Miss Jaleesa J. Super dope. Super dope woman in battle rap. She just started a YouTube channel. If y'all could do me a favor, go over to her YouTube channel and subscribe. Jaleesa, put your link in the description and I will pin it. Y'all go subscribe to her YouTube channel, man. She does dope content. A lot of y'all need relationship advice. She got y'all. And she can talk about battle rap stuff too, man. What's up, Playboy? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Sober. I know, sober. I know. It's been a minute. Again, life been lifing, bro. I had 20 basketball games this weekend. You know what I'm saying? I'm painting the house. Got to get the carpet some new carpet installed. It's a lot going on. It's a lot going on. But shout out to everybody. Make sure y'all thumbs up the video. Yes, Murder Mook. Again, we haven't seen Murder Mook in a good amount of time. Since the infamous Instagram live video. And so he did a sit-down interview with Uncle Ra. Now, in his interview with Uncle Ra, I thought Uncle Ra did a pretty good job of really asking a lot of the questions that, you know what I'm saying, a lot of people have. And I will say this. I'm going to be sensitive to Murder Mook's experience, but I'm also going to be honest. About what I feel like is a little bit of delusion. A little bit of delusion, my boy. You a little out of pocket. But let's get to it. So in the sit-down interview with Uncle Ron, 15 Minutes Fame, it's almost about a half an hour interview. So a good interview from somebody of Murder Mook stature. I think for the most part, he's very transparent and he's very honest. For the most part. A little bit of delusion, but we'll get to that. He does take blame for the situation that happened at his house. And I think that's big in this situation. You have to be able to admit where you were wrong at. And not only does he admit that he was wrong there, he also admits that he's been wrong for the better part of a couple of years now. Obviously, you know, one of the biggest things that happened to him, I would probably say in the last 5 years, is the passing of his mother. Now, I have never lost a parent. I still have both my parents, but I have seen people go through this. I've lost a sibling, so I can understand the type of mental stress and mental torture somebody could be on. You know what I'm saying? When you lose, you can never get another mom. You only get one mom. You only get one dad. You can never get somebody who loves you like your mom. So having that loss on him and not knowing how to deal with those emotions and those feelings, he admits he had a problem. This ain't something we ain't know. This was not something, because that's another thing. I'm not about to sit here and act like I didn't think you already had a drinking problem. Hell, you was doing 3 a.m. lives. You drunk with New Jersey Twerk during an interview with him. You doing 3 a.m. lives. You know what I'm saying? Pillow talking about Drake business with the URL and battle rap. It's very rare that we saw Murder Mook. And since I've been in battle rap, it's very rare that we saw Murder Mook anywhere publicly and he didn't have a drink in his hand. Or he wasn't going to get a drink. You know what I'm saying? Or he hadn't just drunk a drink. So he admits that, again, a lot of this stems from the loss of his mother and I also think it stems from, and he kind of alluded to, the relationship they had at the time of her passing. He said he was acting, you know what I'm saying, the relationship wasn't in a good space. It wasn't in a good space at that time. And it's never a good time to lose your mom, but especially if the relationship is a little bit, if it's hindered in any way, if it's taking a hit in any way, I can definitely, you know what I'm saying, you never want anybody to leave this earth and don't think that that you do not have the appreciation and the love and the affection for them that you really do. So, you know what I'm saying? Again, we're going to be very sensitive about this, but we're going to be honest a bit about this in the same thing. Now let's get to this Instagram live. Now he says in his Instagram live, the reason that he went live, he says in his interview with Uncle Rod on 15 Minutes of Fame, the reason that he went live was because he feared for his safety. Okay, I get that. I understand you are in, you feel like you are in a circumstance that is out of control, especially when you are dealing with the police. And as a black man, that's not a situation that I take lightly. However, from someone who has had several dealings with the police, negative and positively, I can say, in my opinion, from what I saw at that point in time, you was the aggressor. You were the agitator. I didn't see them have no guns out on you. I've had guns pulled out on me. I had guns pulled out on my brother. I've been arrested for, you know what I'm saying, for things. So for someone who's been in situations and dealings with police officers, I did not see a Mike Brown situation. I did not see a George Floyd situation. So for you to, I felt like in the interview, you had moments where you were trying to create this narrative as if the police were doing something out of line, out of their normal process and procedures. And from what I saw, again, now you said they were there for 25, 30 minutes before you actually went on live. So I can't speak to that. But I can also speak to what I saw when you were live. And what I saw when you were live, it wasn't no guns drawn on you. They weren't telling you to get down, put your hands. They were trying to investigate. Now you're saying, I know the biggest thing that you wanted to clear up was the situation with your daughter, where it came out where there was a scratch on your daughter had a scratch on her body for whatever reason. And that's what subsequently got you arrested and put in jail. This is what I would say to this. Again, like I said, I can't speak to what happened to him sober. I can't speak to what happened to him during the 25, 30 minutes that they were on live. But if, again, as soon as they go on live, they can switch, you know what I'm saying? They guns is in the pocket, nobody's yelling, everybody's calm. Like that's a little bit much for me. But again, if you can say that it can happen, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna belittle another man's experience. You know what I'm saying? Especially when it comes to police officers. But this is, again, like I said, from what I saw, he was the aggressor, he was the agitator. And you said something. You said it wasn't, you didn't call the police, your wife didn't call the police. So I gotta believe a neighbor called the police. So in a situation where anytime anyone calls the police, there's not an arrest immediately made soon as they get there. there's an investigation done. There's a conversation. What's the word? What's the word? Thumbs up the video. There's a conversation that's had between all parties involved, witnesses involved. So I hear you saying, like, if that really happened, you know what I'm saying, if there was a physical altercation between you and your daughter, that you would have been immediately arrested. Again, in my experience, that is not the case. It's just not the case. Unless there is a situation where you have a weapon or there is an immediate threat, they're going to do an investigation. And they're gonna go to draw their conclusions and make their assumptions and go from there. And at the end of the day, it's for the courts to decide. You know what I'm saying? But one thing I did like, I loved in the interview is Murder Mook said he went and got help, and that needs to be acknowledged, and it needs to be uplifted. I think when you are in someone of Mook status, it takes a lot to look yourself in the mirror and say, I have a problem, or this is not who I want to be, or this is not who I aim to be. I mean, and you don't even have to be in murder move status. You can be the average person. It's hard to admit when, you know what I'm saying, when you're falling short of your own expectations, or when you've fallen short of the standard that you set, or that people around you have set for yourself. And then to admit that not only that you need help, and to go seek out that help and get the support that you need in order to function, in order to be a upstanding person in society. I think that takes a lot. So I'm gonna definitely salute Mook in that regards. He also admitted to burn bridges. Now I gotta believe that you're talking about this Drake situation with that. Travel guide. No, that's absolutely admitting a problem is something we all can learn from, especially when loved ones are involved, especially when children are involved, man. It's all too often in life that I see adults try to portray this image to kids and to the youth that they're perfect. And ain't nobody perfect. And when you tell your story of success, your story of success was not all uphill. There were some steps taken back. There were some mistakes made. I don't know anybody's rise up to success that was a straight shot to the top. There were missteps. There was unfortunate events. There were situations that could have completely altered your life, and you chose and you made a decision, and that decision ended up being the right decision, and your life came out better for it. And it's all too, I think it's sometimes in life we forget about that. We only want to talk about the good. We never want to tell the youth about the mistakes that we made. We never want to show the youth that even as an adult, things happen. And so I do believe him. I do, especially having a daughter. I do believe that he is being very honest and very forthcoming when he says he wanted to get better for his daughter, and he wanted to do the interview in order to correct a narrative and not have that Instagram live be the last image for his daughter seeing her, because his daughter, from, you know what I'm saying, on his account, and I gotta believe him, is a brilliant young lady who has multiple full ride scholarships to, you know what I'm saying, he said Penn State, South Carolina, Berkeley, and you know what I'm saying, a student, and she's not used to interactions with the police. She's not used to being involved in investigations. And again, when they asked her about a scratch, apparently she was trying to separate her mother and her father from whatever argument that has spurred. And again, Murder Mook says that he wasn't in his right mind at this time. He was high, he was drunk, he was doing all these things. But now he says that he's gotten the help that he wanted. He got the help that he needed. He's found his religion again. He's thankful he didn't do anything that was irreversible. I think that's a key statement in that. He didn't kill anybody. You know what I'm saying? He didn't I don't, well, you know what I'm saying, physically harm anybody. He doesn't feel he did anything that he can't say sorry for. He can't apologize for. And that's a good thing. You never want to see you never want to see the greats in the culture that you care about down so bad. Um, but he said he had to apologize and change the last impression of him to his daughter. And he admitted that he wanted to get back to John, not necessarily murder Mook, but he wants to get back to being John. That's a powerful statement as well. But again, I do believe just in from what I've seen, I always thought Murder Mook had a drinking problem. I had never seen an interview where I didn't see him with a cup in his hand. Never seen him in an interview where I felt like he was 100% sober. But I also think when you know what I'm saying, when you're a battle rapper, when you're a hip hop artist, when you're entertainment, you don't live a regular lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? Your lifestyle is not a 9 to 5. It's not an 8 to 4. It might be a 11 to 2. You know what I'm saying? And I mean 11 a.m. till 2 in the morning. It might be a 8 to, you know what I'm saying, 8 to 8. It might be 24 hours at a time. And when you're in a space of confusion, when you're in a space of insecurity, I think that a lot of people can turn to a lot of different substances for help and for support. And so I thought it was a good interview. I thought it was a solid interview. So salute the Mook. Salute the Mook. But sir, again, I respect the interview. All that good stuff. I respect your experiences. However, however, let's keep it battle rap. You still gotta stand in front of that round. With all that being said, sensitive, look, respect. You gotta stand in front of that round, though. Them rounds, yes, you do, because you try to say that the police tore your house apart. The police did not shrink your house. The police did not shrink your house. All that being said, it was not Honey, I Shrunk the Apartment in that Joker. They weren't the reason for the stacks of t-shirts in the bedroom, living room, dining room. Calm down. Got too much dip on your chip. Now I'm gonna respect your feelings and respect what you're trying to do to be a better person. But when it comes to Hitman Holla, you calling Hitman Holla a liar, and Uncle Rye, you a genius for the way you be cutting up these interviews, knowing good and well we looking for that. We looking for that Hitman response. But Mook, understand, you was already on a losing streak. Respectfully, you was already on a losing streak coming into this. You know what I'm saying? We had you losing the Big K. Respectfully. I had Twerk beating. I know it's a debatable battle. Cool. I had Twerk beating. I'm gonna be honest with you. You got to stand in front of 3 rounds. Do you know Hitman is one of the best storytellers in battle rap? You better ask Red. Did you know that Hitman was one of the best anglers in battle rap, low key? On the lowest of keys, you better ask Arsenal. So with all that being said, we don't care about the Joe Budden show. We don't want to hear nothing about you and Joe Budden. Yeah, Joe Budden crack jokes on you. Because guess what? You be cracking jokes on everybody else in night situations. You be trying to little boy everybody in battle rap. You try to little boy everybody in battle rap, say what they don't got, say they ain't got the houses, they ain't got the cars, they ain't got the money. But as soon as you get seen in an apartment, then it's, oh man, I feel like if that's how we're proving money, that's so petty. Shitting me? What? When? Since when? Come on, Mook. Come on, Mook. You can't do that. You can't do that. You gotta wear that. Because you've been little boying everybody saying you got this, you got multiple cribs, you got all this money, businesses. Everybody know you, hearing you turn down damn near $250,000 to battle Arsenal. Murder Mook, you in trouble. You in trouble with this. You was in trouble with this Hitman battle before this situation because I believe you would. Oh, you know, T-Top would. It's a Mook. I don't know where you going back. You might want to leave this one alone because that Hitman Holla battle. Oh, all these angles is gonna hit. You somehow get T-Top. All them, bro. Everybody's seen it. You gonna have to stand in front of them Geechee third rounds. Yes, sir. Hitman Holla is going to that story that Hitman Holla is going to tell when y'all battle. Oh, yes. It's going to be one of them. But yeah, Uncle Rob, we know, look, man, you know what I'm saying? Joe Budden, cool. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Joe Budden podcast. That's all well and good. We looking for the Hitman response, respectfully. He called Hitman a liar, which I don't know Hitman to be a liar. Now, I know everybody going to say, well, you from St. Louis, of course you're going to say that. Do y'all know him? Do y'all know Hitman to be a liar? Do y'all know Hitman to be a liar? When is Hitman lied about a situation? That battle needs to happen this summer. Mook and Hitman need to happen this summer. You know what I'm saying? Because clearly, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Hitman. He made a statement yesterday, said, where's all the talk about Lux and Rum Nitty? When he tried to do the Lux and Hitman, everybody was like, no, that was the battle that everybody wanted to see. Now that it's 2.5 weeks away, everybody's kind of like, and I think that's one of those battles we already know what that's going to be, so you don't really got to market that personally. But I don't know if it's exciting. Are you excited to get out your dictionary? Are you excited to get out your thesaurus? Are you excited to go to ask Chat GPT what this means? If you're selling me Hitman bars be sounding dated, then what are we saying about Murder Mooks? We really got to, because I think that Murder Mook has been getting better in his battles. It's not that I found an appreciation for Murder Mook in these last 2 battles, to be quite frank, with him. However, I still don't think he's gonna be Hitman. I didn't think he was gonna be Hitman before this happened. I definitely don't think he's gonna be Hitman now. I think when Hitman said certain things that I haven't heard him say about other people, it triggers my ears. I'm more in tune to what's going on. You said take away the performance and we might have a highly debatable battle. You can't strip the Black Panther from Vibranium and say you beat the Black Panther. That's not, again, we can't do that. Yeah, that's the same way he got into that situation with Tay-Rock. You take Tay-Rock out of a situation where there's a crowd and you battle him in an empty room. You strip the Black Panther of his greatest asset. We know that Tay-Rock feeds off the reaction of the crowd. He feeds off the energy of the crowd. So if you take away that from him, yeah, he can rap his material. And we know he can rap tailored to a room with no crowd, because we've seen that with Daylight, but not if you tell him 10, 15 minutes before the battle is going to happen. If Murder Mook wants to prove that he's Murder Mook, if Mook wants to prove he's Mook, he needs to beat Hitman while Hitman is at his best. But then we say we can't take him on a big stage. What about the Blue Room? We just seen him. I didn't see a lot of performance in the Blue Room with Hitman and Ill Will. That's one of the best battles of last year. So we can, you know what I'm saying? Hitman versatile. We can do big room, small room. What you want to do? We can do corner store. We can do cafe. You know what I'm saying? We can do Dreas in Vegas. It don't matter. It don't matter. But Mook, all that being said, you still got you got to stand in front of them Rams. You absolutely gonna have to stand in front of them Rams. And I don't think it need to be in New York. Why can't it be on neutral ground? Why can't it be on neutral ground? And I'm not even getting into. I'm gonna do a separate blog with what Hitman initially said about everything because I really haven't talked about that either. But I'm gonna listen to Murder Mook and then I'm going to give you my thought because I know the truth lies somewhere in the middle. There's three sides to every story. It's his side, and then it's the truth. Somebody's gonna be a little bit more favored than others. Respectfully, Mook doesn't have to ever battle Hitman to prove his legacy. I don't think that Hitman got to battle Murder Mook to prove his legacy. Respectfully, I think this is a situation where neither one of them need the battle for their legacy. However, I think this is one of the biggest battles in battle rap, and it would be almost a crime to the culture if we did not see this battle. But I want to see it in Houston. It ain't gotta be in Atlanta. If we say Atlanta is where Hitman is from now, because we damn sure know it ain't gonna be in St. Louis. If we want to say Hitman live in Atlanta, Bags and Bodies is in Atlanta, blah, even though a lot of battle rap happens in Atlanta, just being honest. If y'all want to say it can't be in Atlanta, cool. It could be in Houston, though. Y'all don't have one good reason why it can't be in Houston. Now, respectfully, shout out to everybody. You said Hitman versus Geechee is a bigger battle. I think Geechee gonna have to wild on Fonz first. And I don't know if he's gonna be able to just clearly beat Fonz. I think he can beat Fonz. I know he can beat Fonz, but I know Fonz wants to beat Geechee. Virginia wouldn't be crazy, but I know realistically it's gonna be a big market like Houston, Charlotte. If it's not gonna be in Atlanta and New York, it's probably gonna be one of those two cities. But I think Houston is the place for it. Houston, Dallas, somewhere down there. Mook Earl Spence with the 70-30. No, that the Mook Wildin'. That 70-30 split is crazy. That 70-30 split is crazy. But no, I'm going to do that reaction. We're gonna react to all of that at one time. I just wanted to give y'all my thoughts and opinions on Murder Mook breaking his silence and revealing, you know what I'm saying, that he did have a problem, admitting that he did go get the help that he needed. And you know what I'm saying? We're gonna see. We're gonna see. But Murder Mook, you can't run from this. You can't run from these angles, boy. I'm no Diddy. You can't. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's gonna be very interesting to see if we can actually get the battle and where this battle actually take place. But y'all let me know what y'all think about that. Shout out to my co-host, my brother, Deadass Talk. Hope everybody had a great Memorial 3-day weekend. I seen an article and people said where they were saying that barbecues is fading away. Are y'all not getting on the grill no more? Are y'all not putting smoke signals in the air? Are we not celebrating? Are we not making chicken, baked beans, macaroni and cheese, steak, salmon? This thing, kebabs are not on the grill. Are we not getting on the grill in 2024? Yeah, no, be at it. That's a crazy egg. That was crazy. I'm just asking though, but y'all let me know, man. Thumbs up the video. Appreciate everybody pulling up. Hey, we almost to 7K. We almost to 7K on the channel. Let's see if y'all can help a brother out, man. So share out the channel to your battle rap homies. Let them know to subscribe to the channel. Let's get to 7,000, man. I appreciate y'all. Have a good day, man. This is Temperature Check. I am your host as always, Mr. Check the Temperature. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel. And you know the motto, I ain't just getting started. I've been here.